Paul. Yeah. I thought I'd preach the word, considering somebody decided to put their ass on me. Now I carry this Bible with me. I probably had it in that backpack for the last two years, and then I had it in the other purple backpack that happens to be in that house. Now, I was listening to a sermon about Daniel 5, but it was Daniel 6 that really caught my interest. Now, in Daniel 5, there was a king. Oh my gosh. There was a king that really pissed off God, Sheriff. Seemed like somebody had to be the ass, didn't you? You had to put the ass on me? Well, as I remember last night's sermon, yes, there was a king made a great feast to 1,000 of his lords and drank wine before the 1,000. Yes. I just thought I'd bring the Bible in today. Now, something happened where his astrologers, the Chaldeans, the soothsayers, somebody hasn't been practicing their spirituality so as to think that the family's way of doing things is the only way. What'd you do this weekend? Did you have to be on somebody? What'd you do? Of course, you yourself didn't do it. You always have to be on. Well, I know that when I inform law enforcement of a crime, you have an obligation to enforce the law. Instead, you decided to. What'd you do? What'd you do? Oh my gosh. You had to be on. Well, here's what happened. The king's countenance was changed, and his thoughts troubled him, so that the joints of his loins were loosed, and his knees smote one against another. It must have been a fearful experience. Because in verse 5 it says, "In the same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand, and wrote over against the candlestick upon the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote," as if God was really pissed off. What'd you do this weekend? See, there was a system that if you went through the asshole right, you could be there before anybody else. Now, I'm kind of thinking that somebody decided to be in the family, the family of those that go through the asshole. Now, there are some nerve endings back there. Yes, there is. And I just wanted to know, what did you do? What'd you do, Sheriff? What'd you do? Now, I've had a problem with law enforcement not enforcing the law because they just have to be on everybody, and if you can't come to find out, and you're not able to read the shit, and you can't read the piss, you decided to go a different direction, didn't you? You decided to go. Well, what'd you do? You put the ass on me. That wasn't a very good idea. You know, there have been a few times in life where I have actually had to smell the ass, and I don't like it. So, now this king, yes, with his thousands, yes, he called all of those that were spiritists, yes, countenance was changed, and greatly troubled. And now the queen, by reason of the words of the king and the lords, came into the banquet house, and the queen spake and said, "O king, live forever. Let not thy thoughts trouble thee, nor let the countenance be changed." There is a man in thy kingdom in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. And in the days of thy father light and understanding and wisdom, like wisdom of the gods, who found in him, whom the king Nebuchadnezzar, thy father the king, I say, thy father made master of the magicians, the astrologers, the Chaldeans, the soothsayers, Now, for as much as an excellent spirit and knowledge and understanding, interpreting of dreams, oh, and showing of hard sentences, ah, and dissolving of doubts were found in the same Daniel, whom the king named Belteshazzar. Belshazzar. Yes, now let Daniel be called, and he will show you the interpretation. Seemed that there was something that happened to the king at that time where God got upset that they decided to drink wine from what was known as a holy, yes, articles of the temple. Yeah. Now, as an American citizen, when I inform you of a crime, and you decided to do what this weekend? Oh, well, your dog had to be on what? You had to be on who? What exactly did you do? You went through the back door. This. What'd you do?